This is Supermonaman challenges to redirect to Attack on Titan, season 4, episode 26. Traitor and that was fucked up. Also, I want to show the visual of like never seen Dash and Chino's shoes as well. And it was kind of and also at one point Myron A were traitors and fucked out traitor and they just can't betray everyone. They had to create advantages to go into the Titans armor and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that could in this show that kind of makes the title traitor make a lot of sense. Don't I realize it, by the way. So it's just I'm gonna run the things extra shit. Man, gas is so good though. So let's just right into it with the gas and sort of thing, what's going on with at the part with like trying to figure out as many locations as egress as possible. Best attack police the attack websites and weaknesses, like places that can attack the best. So that's a little history of like the 10 species flying basically. And others plays with Fox like quick action basically. And the highest like the motherfucker did not destroy that damn boat. It doesn't make any sense. And you really like when I was like issues on trying to figure out why they did that issue. Like, I'm sure they don't think that I'm sure it's gonna be dead or gone. They're probably thinking also dead, they probably think they think dead, I'm sure. They don't they're trying to imagine the child stuff. And what you're getting with all that shit basically. You have a gas changed. There's no seed hypocrisy in his actions and also see what like see what the indoctrination and all the teachings of Marley and like realize why exactly they were wrong. Because it's all kind of bullshit off of things. I guess I always think Cassie himself as better than all the other Marleyans. Unfortunately he couldn't see that he was just he couldn't see his actions were like just as bad honestly. It's so easily like the technology would take so long to get out of there without everyone else dead. I don't probably want to say everyone's dead in England, basically. So I can't understand why they would destroy it. They won't do anything other than to the help of Earth, the North, and everything like that. But once it's got we're here, they're like, they'll kill all humans, we know, destroy goddamn shit. Flying plane, basically. Try those seaplanes, basically. And like, even though we have like some Titans with us, it's really too difficult to stuff this thing tied down. We're also seeing right around in the old OVM gears, styles are getting pretty fucked up lately. And I guess like we have to do this to stop iron. Then sadly, that was just the smoke rising. And then during the intro, actually, I realized, like, alright, oh fuck, Titans, Colossal Titans, they're crossing the fucking sea. Hans is don't realize what's going on there. Oh man, Titans, look. Stealing from Titans, coming the sun, basically. And I have this. Honestly, I wasn't fan of the intro the entire rest of the season. But I love the intro, but gosh, if there wasn't the rest of the season, I would totally fine. I'm not that sorry, so I'm not sure this fucking alright. Rambling, it's got me rambling, rambling. Trails is pretty fucked up episode, honestly. Now, all those conversations, we just Sasha and Tucker just sitting there just doing nothing. Essentially talk about the try to do some shit on their own, because Sasha, I mean, not Sasha, fuck. Gabby, Jesus Christ. And they're saying how exactly they really have to just kill them all at the same time, or we're never getting to the vote, basically. And you try to see that, like, honestly, John and Mikael don't really have as much, like, Mikael has no hesitation. John has some hesitation, but not much. I mean, we need to all work together, using all everything at our disposal at the same goddamn time, or we have no chance, basically. Or we have no chance, basically. They're all a little hesitant, but drawn and Tommy and um have the most hesitation on the faces, the most like don't want to do this shit to the former comrades, basically. And then and kind of just Chambers, it's nothing serious, and just because what else would meet them, they should die. The other thing is kind of helps right after that one, basically. And the other hand, title saving, don't you understand that? They think it's already on fight too. But how do you guys attack that? Don't you understand that? Kid, they're just your relatives. You can shut them basically, Russia. It's just like dead eyes, basically. And people very intelligent, actually, able to understand that we do things with our touches, because first Orgak phone, because Orgak phone is just like how he can pilot the damn boat, but he doesn't know how to figure work the damn thing with the mechanics, the attributes of how it's basically, is what he's saying. They're just sitting there, basically. We just need the mechanics to make the damn thing fly, basically. I think the house kick her fucking explosives, dude. And like we're also able to service it, and I'm saying I'm saying we don't take time with that. Ryan just looks so damn sad. Although I gotta mention for those group characters, Ryder, Annie, Peak, Capone, John, Newcastle, Armin, Conde, Sin, Shane, basically. Because I'm trying to tell them now. Guy kind of like needs some training, some kind of service to them, saying, or might pull apart of them. Like, there's, and there's no help why it would take you to do all that shit, basically. And although you sure I'll take last time with your other retail shop, basically, because of my customers. And down here, I like covered wrist. So what you want to do is check them while they fix it to fun. Fix up the damn thing, is that right? Yes. That is what you really think you actually just have like killing everyone, killing all these universities, and you crazy. And what's on this is they're like, that's what they want me to do, because they really don't want to kill all these people, because they were their friends. They've been together that's for so long, they're friends. My house looked up their ideology. Maybe now, such that friendship is still real. You learn how to, and then I was like, do you really think you actually get enough time to fix it the plane without killing any of them? Are you actually serious? That plan, Armin? You know, remember that plan? That plan? Like, do you really think you can kill no one and protect at the same time? And nothing going wrong? Do you have a plan? Like, the long time toward me? And the other blue eyes just being very straight into each other, basically. Over how, like, she was still very just, so lifeless to her, basically. I need to know if you're playing, come on, man. It has nothing to say, basically. The teacher says we actually have to kill them, or we lose. There's no chance to, and there's no chance to stop him, to stop this rumbling. And then, yeah, Kai's freaking the fuck out of this case. We're trying to figure shade people to do we got fucking murder our friends. That's fucked up because you would say he's sort of pissed the fuck off. Look at running around. The A is doing shit to help. She doesn't want them to help her do this kind of shit. A is used to it. A is used to this kind of shit. She do it easily, but she doesn't, like, also that, well, it wasn't with her, because like, she don't want them to have to do this shit, because it is fucked. You shouldn't have to make that kind of choice. It's fucked up, and she makes efforts to, like, help me. You guys wouldn't have been able to. Wouldn't have destroyed the wall. You could have been better people than me, Ryan, or anyone else. But then Ryan remembers Aaron's versus how they're the fucking same. Is that what you meant? That you would do things. So that you would be able to do something so similar to what we did. I was starting to truly realize what Aaron had actually meant. How they were the same. And he starts freaking the fuck out, which is, well, to be honest, Ryan was never lost. The rest of his going, he's got that mind at that point. I don't think it's fair to expect him to actually thought about that really deeply, because, like, that was a fuck situation. He was stressed beyond belief. And he was like, this is freaking out. Things really. Aaron meant that he could be doing the same exact goddamn thing they could. And Raz was like, no, I'm not gonna make you fight, dude. This is such. It's very terrible thing we can do. Me and A will handle this shit. You stay safe, basically. If you do encounter your risk, you have to kill him, but so just stay with him. Leave it to me and Annie. And Annie's actually starting to see what they're changing and, like, actually seeing what kind of hits up that too, because you want to see two groups just kind of kill each other off. They're just messed up. Like, I was like, I don't think Titans have a chance to solve this situation. That's not possible, I don't think. Johnson sounds like the chance is trying to realize that they might have them, basically. And on looks just so, he just looks so disappointed in, like, the world, basically. He's just so disappointed that this is also Asian side down. This relaxation is actually not done. Like, we're not gonna fucking stop. We're not just gonna fucking stay here. Not fight. Especially how the Jaegers have killed 4 people, basically. So this was the guy's like, oh, there's 4 dead engineers that got, okay, that's what they shot meant then. They're already killing people there. We don't really have any choice. She's like, we have no choices. Like, no time, basically. You just down or fucked. She was trying how, like, they're also Titans trying to see. It was right, so she got those things. She could tell her she could actually tell them super fucking fast. So she thinks that some of the Titans are already in my way, already destroyed a lot. It's already destroyed a good amount of things. Fucking get out of the thing, get out of the season Darth. Right, also freaked out history. Look at the orange face is just like, fuck, orange face is just. And to you can do it, get across the picture, but it's just so many dead people, and then I got so second, I call out the way situation, really fucking torture. Yeah, that was the second just, I was pissed. He was fucking pissed. Just busy, so pissed. Just busy sucking him, it's like, breaking over damn arms. You know, just where I was going. That was the right now. I'm gonna break your entire goddamn arm, make you'll have to tell you out, man. I'll break your arm so bad you have a second goddamn elbow. It's like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking brutal, my God. Jesus. No one knows, what this is like, next time, this is not doing it. Hanji's doing it. It's Hanji's one, it's like, until Hanji's like, fucking stop, what the fuck are you doing? Because he thought, I guess it's just a killer. That's a good word for you. Start passing out from the die. I'm not gonna kill you, I just need the right arrogance. The thing is, that's smiling, it gives, like, I'm happy, so I wasn't laughing, like I was, I to laugh, honestly. I think that's my dog did, right? No, she actually wants to see how this is gonna go. She's super interested in the world average right now, basically. She wants to be able to shape and see history unfold, basically. Like, if you want to come with you, well then, I'll tell you where it's going. So actually, yeah, so yeah, the thing with Titans is they're just walking under the sea, basically. They're just really just walking under the ocean. Walking on the sea, so basically. I was like, the boats work out that point right now than torturing Gil now. There's literally no time right now. And then we see Falco and Gary, like I think, they're both this shit fucking stupid. And she sees Gary, and she's like, the weight of how fucked up everything is kind of hits her gas. And there's like this, there's sadness in those gray eyes. He is sad that this is how the world's like. And he's sad that he's disappointed in himself that he is just, he's a terrible person. He's disappointed that he is just as bad as Marley. Right, and then after this, like, when it fully hits him, basically, he goes to Armin and Castle Conning and John. Which is just apologizing to them, basically. Saying things like how they shouldn't have to. Just apologize for activation of devils and stuff like that. How he truly realizes that they were wrong. That actually shocked me, honestly. And he's like, who am I to have fucking justice? I just wanted just what shit I did. Like, I just want to justify all the really fucked up stuff I did to the Eldians and to others during World War II. Because he just didn't want to see himself. He just didn't want to see how terrible he actually was. He didn't want to see that he was terrible too. But he wasn't really different from Riley at all. Because he always, he's one of the few people who always acted, he always like when like, someone else, when that one general was insulting Falco and stuff like, especially the cult and especially the season, my God, didn't like, looks like he didn't like it, that the guy was doing that, so he's always been slightly different. He sees himself as, he's slightly better than Aliens, that he's not terrible. He's doing these terrible things. for good reasons. I love that kind of shit, which is fucked up. But it's the kind of thing you have to do. So it's so hard to change your mind when you do this one. I haven't taught this shit for so goddamn long as well. You shouldn't be going into this shit. And he's like fully just accepting that he's wrong and kind of turns this shit. He's like telling them that they shouldn't be treated such like a bad like stuff how in the past basically. And these are thousands. And then he's also like to anyone to the warriors, it's like you shouldn't have to suffer like you shouldn't have to suffer like you've been doing for so long. It's really fucked up. You shouldn't be here just because of that. Everyone's super shocked. The days like stuff like they say they do still have to remember this horrific history and teach it to the future, teach it to the future. So I say to us like you also teach the people in the future because like they need to know the horrors that everyone has inflicted, that both sides have inflicted on each other basically. I won't allow Aaron to do this. It's unforgivable. I don't see that I'm actually just patching her up. And I don't think that this won't end until we stop all the killing. But this one time we have to look away from that. Because unfortunately going out of here, that will allow us the chance to stop all this killing is to kill. Is to kill basically. Like everyone sucks. Killings are just walls. Bows right down to them. Begs them to help them. And look past all the shit they do because you need to do it to you. You even have the chance to stop the killing eventually. You know, the arms are like, no, I can't just stay here and like clean hands. Like, I can't just not dirty my hands. That would just wrong part of this. If I just try to keep my hands clean, that's not right basically. He doesn't see us right basically. And he's always like, I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm not just so allow myself to sit here with clean hands. Because honestly, his hands are already bloody. His hands already are stained with blood. We see him kill people. So he is stained with blood. He can't allow them to not just get away. He can't allow himself to be just to not have clean hands. That would be right, isn't it? I know that they hurt me resolve it down. She's like, if any of us are going to kill people, well, then I'm not just going to sit here and pretend that I wasn't involved in it. I wasn't involved in that shit either. Yeah, and we're gaslighting that shit too, because he's usually just come to terms with some of this shit, so it's still shocking to hear people see us done for so long act like this, basically. And then we have a fuck. Going on one of his fucking grand speeches. Which, to be honest, it's so fucking happy to see just that the world's about to get destroyed basically. History is changing so goddamn much. History's gonna be destroyed too. It's like shadows over her, basically. It's like this looming over her, basically. Everything we do destroys civilization. Without everyone, and then everything will be better. The world will be a better place. And this time we won't get to the point that it's not down. No hatred anymore. Shouldn't really work. You know, me, she's like, slowly, I'm gonna get to a solution. Just help us with the technology and shit like that. That's what definitely better for all of us. I wish this was shot this time. You have all these engineers here, right? You don't want any more than to die, do you? So she feels like blood state bodies out of the room, blood just fucking blood all over the floor, basically. Just do what we say, we're okay, we're people, it's okay. I guess so gonna have people who really see us underneath them, and like, it's like so fucked up. She really fucking happy. So I'm just gonna fucking ruin that by telling you that nothing is changing. There will be nothing will change. It'll be the same goddamn thing. You really think it's safe? The world won't be gone. Really slowly, you'll just end up destroying yourselves, basically, as you say. You'll end up destroying yourselves. And John actually, and then you thought is like, just kill, it won't ever stop. Oh yeah, he really was Aaron fuck. The fuck. He's like grateful, honestly. You're a fuck. Like, yeah, that's why I try to be a fuck. But then he's like, then the book comes. You should really know your place, shouldn't you? My god, look at his face. The pure radicalism, pure fanaticism he's on display right here is horrific. Jesus. The government said, we don't need your goddamn technology. So let's fucking kill you. She's saying boats, she's saying flying boats things. Well, if you just don't matter to us, huh? Well, then I could just fucking kill you here, can't I kill me? And we'll just stop trouble before you starts up. We'll get rid of trouble. Or you has a chance to bloom. You understand that? That's like, as look at horror. You understand that you should know your place at this point. And the hero's not even flinching in this case. He's as right as he's being. And raised with the sheer of the goddamn head. Iron Kai's got trying to pull fucking fast on it. Fucking fast and on Fox. The Fox, unfortunately. Fox is unfortunately pretty intelligent. I'm so shy at the mystery. But how you been rich in the tart? Honestly, it's a pretty good lie. Charles Otter's lying really well. Like, he's always been a really great liar, so it sucks as I'm not sure really freaking out like this yesterday. The card thing, I don't tell you, it's like a thing, and they're like, everybody's gonna kill it to touch it down. If we don't use the defined support, we're never catch up with them, basically. Tell them to rate it for us, please. He's like really showing desperation is at that point, basically. Yeah, the Fox already so suspicious with Armin is so quickly, like it's going in such a rush. He's hoping the desperation is just flying his skin, not to convince him, basically. So you guys look right, what the fuck did you do, huh? Tell me that, huh? Answer that question. So I'm fucking dead now, can you kidding me? He's really showing the fact that they're dead. He's really showing the fact that he's trying to make them think they're dead. Make them think he's that's what we say is true. So that is what we're showing up. He said, yes, like I feel it's supposed to be here, so something to play for Titans too. So it says, it's like stuff is Ryan and Bertold. Get the, it's actually, it's just a freaking kid, please. the rest of the fucking book is insane on Daz are in their way, basically. I love how it's like Daz the fucking coward. And Samuel, the guy who literally hasn't said a word, didn't say a word until this point. He has not had a voice line until this point in the show, basically. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Actually, Samuel L. Jackson. I guess see, I was a fan. Can you do that? True. Come on. You get to the show as fast as possible. They have this inside. We're just like dying around shit. Just in case they were saying them. Take them off right now. We need to shift. Right now, it's fine. It's not to kick place and then I'm going to wait, convince me. So we got stuff around as fast as possible. If we don't want them, they'll escape. We have to do this. Please stop down. Stop telling how they actually heard the thing. Your first is violence from training at this point. There was Marley and there was rumors around the team up with Marley and I was trying us basically. I really don't want to believe it. I don't believe all this. It's just fucking ridiculous. Are you freaking insane? What are you talking about? I was going. Ireland has no chance if we try to stop Aaron. Why would the fuck we try to stop him? It makes no sense. And that's where he's like, completely such because he really wants, that's why he wants to believe, basically. We're saying you wouldn't pose danger, would you? Doesn't make any sense. I understand that. Like, of course, that on the one of the watch on faces is so intense. It shows intensely intenseness going on. They're just like, they're like, there's so much stress. You just see the stress on their faces. Basically, tense. If you were trailers, I was scared. I was scared of what I had to do. Actually, were trailers and stuff like that. So it's like really just kind of self-issuing and trying desperately to make a plan where you don't kill your own work. That really goes through that, basically. What it looks like the face is really stuck. You just see the pure fucking stress on their faces. Jesus Christ. Fuck, it looks fucked. Okay. I really thought you would try to stop him. You know, the enemy, sure, I thought you actually would try to stop them, not try to stop Aaron. I really thought that. They really just like show, really trying with this plan because they're desperate to get to work. Like that's the I'm disconnected as a bird flying over the place. Oh, birds, seagulls, okay. Freedom. That's a risky, that's a deadly risky. What are you doing? I got there. What's going on? What's with the faces? Why are you freaking out still? And they're like, if we actually can talk to that shit. In fact, what's that? So we actually was, and we were somehow able to get literally everyone on the boat before they started, and they were able to escape before they realized that we were trying. And then we don't have to kill anyone. You know, then I'm only like talking about like if the plan just if the plan. Actually, I'm telling if the plan would go perfectly, that's a recipe for it not to go perfectly. It's just not a recipe used to search them. Well, first time books, such as designed to observe reveling, that's escape of long distance, intercontinental flight. Damn. Yeah, it's a seaplane. Yeah, it's a fucking seaplane. I wonder when seaplanes were invented in real life, huh? Interesting. The fact I really dying at this shit is like a legit basically super fucking think this is so suspicious as hell. Like he goes to the voice actor like is amazing by the way. The kids used a fucking train, so why didn't they if they were going to so it pushes the other, it's like, so that's also the pacing right here, Flock is stressing out. Flock pacing is stressing out, basically. So I really use choices, I don't understand, I'm really fucking confused right now. It's really shaky, I don't understand why though, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't have any proof, but they must be, like, with the enemy. Because nothing else, anything we're doing doesn't make any sense. Unless they were fighting against us, basically. So if he decides, I'm just gonna kill everyone right now. I'm just gonna kill everyone right now. Because otherwise, well, it's in trouble, basically. I'm just gonna kill everyone, basically. Then this way, she's gonna kill me. Like, the gun goes off. The gun goes off. Camera actually does martial arts is fucking real. So yeah, they might not be Ackermans, but it looks like the other Ritos really do have martial arts inside of Suzy and the gunshots, everything basically. It's like everything freezes basically. Everyone freezes against it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what this guy's right here. It's like darkened everywhere, it's like freaking out a little bit. And it's like everyone's just stuck in place basically. And that's the failure. We're done. Can we actually fucking did some fucking martial arts and we have martial arts, that's like a martial arts film basically. There's like Dia's back, it's kind of like Dia's back, his arm was like the tail's different. Why is kid? I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna let the kid go without fighting. I'm just like, right before she doesn't get killed, because I come swinging in. I won't just give up. I won't just give up. Yeah. Seems like other Mitos. Seems like the Oriental clan might. It seems like determination might be an an Azarito thing. That's because it dies right into kicks one of these guys' asses. Like, kicks one of the guys right in the head, knocks him right the fuck out. Yeah, I'm sure kill these guys at first. And then mashes one of the guys down so hard to say she's actually a fucking. It like draws fucking blood, like Jesus Christ, Newcastle. I'm so guy here. Then the fuck means. Fuck has just returned to anyone else just like he's a fanatic and he has just escaped. Using your damn gear and bunch of things now, just send everyone how I love how like he's screaming as we hear great, honestly. He tells everyone, we're all betray us, we betray them all, kill everyone right now. Don't say that like oh yeah, those voice acting screaming to fuck is great. And then Iron the Chinese guys. Everyone here's a gunshot, basically. And then the final of you guys, don't shoot us all, run, don't do this shit. If you get done with this, right took out. We're gonna die in this inside of this person because of that superior void, basically. Man's just a superior void. Then like there's a respiratory rescue. So until the state of the Gotham House with some pistols, she's gonna got my pistols basically. So we have access to the mom basically. Then it goes to the cell them, but then unless she probably got handled to kill immediately by Agatha Holly. Up to the race, we're gonna see, tell them we gotta go down. I'm Charles got a rifle, basically, we got to show our ass. If you want with, come with us. Also, this song right here, it's like, they play a bunch of they play the song like when they were like one of the big artists used before Aaron started mumbling. So basically and Does goes right to up there to play the damn thing. And I said, what the fuck are you doing? And then she'll shoot fucking arm right through the fucking mouth, through the hand, through his body, through 3 fucking times. And arms like, thank God, arms are fucking shifted. He would die right down there. But honestly, the armor twists like smart things. I mean, it's the most dangerous stuff. And then it's like, stay there, you move, you die. The arm falls out sliced. The slice that's like, what are you doing? I don't understand this. What the hell? So what's it? The second horror from both sides. Actually, on both sides, there's second horror from him, from Tyson, that seems. There's a shame for the fact that they're trying to stop them from fighting free and having, trying to stop them from having freedom being able to. Like, Jesus, Jesus Christ. What the hell are you doing? How are you even saying this? Why the hell are you even saying this? I don't fucking understand. You think it's sense of the hell? What did you say? Expand, eat meat? Don't you remember that? Because I wasn't there all the day. Don't you remember? I guess it was salsa stuff, I'm pretty sure. So I realized it was salsa stuff here. Actually, it's just, I think this music right here is played when, like, leading up to Ryan and Merton killing themselves, I think, maybe. Or this is just ashes on the fire, I forgot what it sounds like. I don't think this is ashes on the fire, it's one of the other songs, actually. We're safe here, if we're safe. All the other people think for us can literally go ham and just kill them all. Kill them all without worrying about us. Trust us. Now hurry up. No, you're supposed to right now. Dead eagles are trying to put the doors to the nation history. And then we'll fucking some great fucking ODM animation flying movie and I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So why the fuck is there's no escape for the hell? I don't understand. She was flying into his chest, but then Ryder comes flying in his ODM gear and bites his goddamn hand right down. Talk about the line. And he had already covered stuff, I believe. He flies straight through like a really sick animation and shit. Oh, wait, such time. Like, this is a trap. This is probably the fight reason for shit. This is probably the fans like they just fly from actually to with the ODM gear lines. There's just right behind in between the flag, right in front of him, in between Annie and Runner. Like, I can only hope the fuck die for this for the such for the chosen these transformations to make. The transformations that aren't chosen to make. The lightning just spreads, it looks like the lightning just spraying everywhere, going nowhere in the goddamn place. I think it's actually we probably Master of the Fire, but another song I just can't remember the name of. It sounds that it's like out of this Trump generation, that's all right. That's what I was watching for like watching it. Like even young actors, I was like, damn, that was a good plan, but that failed onto the kill them plan. You're like, oh my god, or on soccer conversations. The height. Like what led to this? Couldn't there be another way? Like why it comes to this? The question everyone's trying to answer this. It's all the time. People will always have house inside them, don't you think, Levi? So I asked you, that's all I asked you. That's off. Players, I'm not sure what Levi said something. And then we have the classes, and the armored and female are here, and the, is it two Yamid? I think there were two Yamid here, dude. At least partially. You know, it's like, there's always a 3D going on here, but also I think they're at least partially 2D animators. Like, this is the first time I've actually seen true teamwork between two titans, basically. Between two titans of the same amount of size. They're going through and start attacking him, and he starts just destroying them with activity of stuff crushing souls and punching people in the goddamn punching them in the goddamn face. They're going to try to come down. The plan, rather than her actually working together this time, so when it comes to her attention right away. Yeah, right, Titan working together. Oh yeah, I think actually look at Annie. Annie's 3D sure, but there's like 2D animation going on with anything. There's nothing in France, so I was like, I wasn't looking surprised at these things. Like shocking that Ryan would come to it so easily like this. You more things was gonna hurry and fucking destroy them off. As Annie just starts going fucking fast ass running at them. Just does one of the right signature kicks. Kills 3 of the heroes at once. Fall down with that. That's the 3 fucking orders of the fucking to walk the damn shit. Takes asses. As is always been coward, so it's kind of shines, it's kind of, he's coward here too. It's kind of the first against him. But then Iron's healed him enough to dive right on top of Daz, basically. I look at his face, Daz for him, he is angry. Like, that look of determination. Anger is how he crawls out, as the feels that the truck down and holds him down. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Stupid stuff. They're all still fighting against him. And I look at Orange face, it's just, there's anger, there's determination, there's sadness, despair. All these different emotions on his face as he's slowly healing and bleeding from his goddamn mouth. It's horrific, horrifying. And look at he's like, I think he's probably using really roughly too, because he's like, shot in the mouth. That's just crying like begging his time, he's just crying his eyes out. Daz punches, that's Daz, still kind of Daz. It's supposed to not to have the gun to our head basically. Why you do this, I don't understand. We're friends, so why the fuck are we fighting? I think this makes no sense. Yes, you are, goddamn you. Why can't I ever do this shit? That's where I kind of feel Armin and Kai in this moment rather than Dan and Singer, because they're not really big characters, have that characters. And Ireland, you see, Mario Bertold starts close to the of him, of Rachel Bertold saying that it seems like, yeah, especially Acid on the Fire, it is Acid on the Fire, and Bertold is like, we have to do it. So it has to be able to do this. It's screaming across his gun. Versus gun out his gun and shoots Daz right in the head. Twice, then Kai, and Armor just shocked at Kai's. Trying to have this thing in his hands like this time. Someone has to do it. This time it turned out to be Kai. The sadness and anger in his face. Like he hates they have this. Sadness, this. He's not going to let them kill Armin. He's not going to let them look at like a pure horror on his face that he had to do this shit. So look, he's disturbing, dude. He's unhinged. That's what please stop me shoots. Saying it multiple times. I was just sitting there in shock. This is Brooklyn saying that someone has to stick their hands, blood, and in this instance turned out to be Connie as China starts screaming in pure fucking despair. In pure fucking despair and madness starts screaming out, crying in pure fucking despair. That's the fact that that's where they said ends is so fucked up. They had to kill their former comrades. They had to kill their former comrades to be able to have the possibility to stop this omnicide. It really should have hurt his omnicide. That's fucked. That's so goddamn much. The fact that he had to do this to people he saw his friends just got fucked calling it so badly. That screams as well. It's pure despair. It's so disturbing. It's just shit. It was like, as I said, this episode was fucked, and that's all you can say to it. It's just a fucked up situation all around, and look, seriously, it's a fucked situation. There's no way. It was, unfortunately, I really doubt there's any chance that this could work. That this would work without killing anybody. And the previous issues didn't have, actually, I remember I was previously, there was such a other researchers, such a bunch of accidents. They think, like, you'll die if you don't, you hesitate, even instant, you will die. You have to kill for you or kill themselves. We should just brush it over. Watch out next to it, like, actually, Kelly, I think Annie might be, so that will actually still be like too young. It's something, it's such a McGath. And still trying how, like, training people, it's trying to people help them save the world. She's such a kid, Hanji, McGath. And because I said blood, because blood, like, I sort of into her face. Blood covered eyes, basically. Sort of blood off herself. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's called retrospective. Didn't take you retrospect. Was there anything different which I'd done? Was there anything that could have this in the first place? Yeah, we're getting Fuck versus Mikasa. Fuck. I assume your ingenuity and resourcefulness on your side, but you're still going up against the fucking Ackerman. You're fucked, fuck. You're fucked as I get. But he's dying like some shit. Yeah, looks like he's fucking dying like some shit. Well, fuck. Hey, Mom? Mom? That was such a great episode. I love talking about it so much. That was such a fucked up episode. But it was written so well. Anyway, guys, the link to actually in the description down below. Go to the circle, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys then. At the end of the video, I would just like to thank my current subscribers on YouTube and my Patreon. And my patrons on Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, please like or comment on the video if you would like to. If you enjoy the channel, please support me and subscribe. You can find the links to my Patreon and Twitter, as well as links to reactions and videos in the description down below. If you want to support me on Patreon, please do. There are many rewards you can get, and I appreciate it. And like my favorite anime reviewer would say, sayonara, bye bye.